Iran is weighing a proposal from the United States after negotiations over its rapidly advancing nuclear program. Now, details remain sketchy, but Iranian officials and American officials have said enough for us to kind of get an outline of what's going on. One of the big items is this possible consortium that the Americans have suggested that could enrich low levels of uranium to be used by Iran and other nations in the Persian Gulf region. We're also hearing from the Americans that potentially this would see Iran limited to some 3% enrichment. That's around the same vicinity of the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers that U.S. President Donald Trump unilaterally withdrew America from back in 2018. Now, all this is really dependent on what the Iranians say, and one of the red lines for the Iranians is continuing to enrich uranium inside of Iran. They've said that's a red line, that if that stops, Iran won't agree to a deal. Now, there's some thought that the Americans, from President Trump downward, are saying that Iran must give up all its enrichment facilities, so it remains unclear how they'll square that. But there's also a lot of pressure from the outside as well right now. Western nations and Europe have really started to criticize Iran over the nuclear program, especially because Iran is now enriching uranium up to 60%, which is a short technical step away from weapons grade levels of 90, and they have enough of a stockpile to build multiple nuclear weapons should Tehran choose to do so. Right now, there's some thought that European nations might move for a censure motion at the Board of Governors at the International Atomic Energy Agency. If that happens, that could kick this all the way back to the UN Security Council. Right now, there's a mechanism in place known as snapback that's from that 2015 deal that allows any of the parties of the deal to declare Iran in non-compliance and immediately reimpose all UN sanctions on Tehran. Iran does not want to see that happen. Its economy is already ailing under American sanctions, and Iran is warning that it could kick out international inspectors or potentially even race for the bomb should this happen.